Do you think this is the sort of jolly thing people were expecting?
No.
Oh, Christmas, what another fucking thing.
Well, I know. But no, Christmas was good. It was nice. You made it back. I was worried about the storms.
Well, it was like it was just mainly really rainy.
Yeah. Oh.
I think people get a bit overexcited about the storm now, don't they?
Well, it does seem like it's the end of the world every time there's a strong gust of wind.
Yeah.
Which seems a bit extreme.
Like, we had extreme weather warnings, and I was like, I think this is just Yorkshire. Like, I don't remember it being any worse than any other day in my childhood. Like, it rained every day.
When you were a kid, yeah.
But yeah, it rained every day. That was just standard.
Does it get nice in the summer?
Yeah, sometimes. But it does rain a lot.
Why are Northerners so jolly? Because
I don't think that's true. I think we're pretty fucking miserable, aren't we? We're just friendly. You can be friendly and miserable.
Oh, two things can be true, right? Okay.
Because then you can share your misery.
Got it. So you can right? Okay.
They're just chatty.
Got it. Yeah, that's not the same.
Like, you know, stuff's cheaper up there.
It is.
Not in the like specific, like not houses and the exact tiny bit my parents live in, but generally.
Yeah, but your parents live in a bougie neighborhood, don't they?
Oh yeah, they're posh.
Yeah. Are they posh or have they just got money? They're not the same thing.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying you are a product of your parents. You are not posh. No.
No, what you mean? How did Christmas dinner go?
Well, it was probably my best turkey yet, I'm not going to lie.
Really? Very good.
It was very flavourful, very moist.
Oh,
yes,
excellent.
Moist.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get complaints. Excellent.
And the ham was good. I made a salted caramel ham.
My mum did like blackberry glaze on the ham.
Yeah, see, I did salted caramel. It's the way to go, you know. I might have to try blackberry next time.
I'd highly recommend.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I love the ham. I'm happy with none of the I'm absolutely fine without turkey. My mum also does goose as well as ham and turkey because she's insane.
What's goose like? I don't think we've ever had goose.
It's dark.
Is it is it gamey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had pigeon?
It's like I've had pigeon. It's not like pigeon. It's more
pigeon?
it's more like duck.
Oh, okay.
But it's not as fatty.
Right.
Like it renders off really nicely.
It's a hard one to cook then.
Yeah. It's nice.
I mean, I just like the idea of eating geese because they're so vicious, aren't they?
Like it's like payback.
One less goose in the world isn't like a bad thing.
There's that. They're presumably the ones that get killed are sort of the most stupid and docile.
Or not, or they just upset somebody.
Maybe
that's how it started.
Geese that have ended up in a fight.
Yeah. Oh,
that's a good theory.
I mean, there was a goose hissing at us the other day in the park. And I was just like, yeah, we need to run because Mummy's not going to protect you from this goose. I'm just going to get in the car.
Yeah.
And if you get in the car too, then fine. If not, then you're on your own.
Like a big white goose.
Big white goose. The Canada geese are one thing, but the big white geese are something else.
They're chill, the Canada geese, aren't they? They're not so bothered. I have quite a distinct memory of getting bitten by a goose when I was quite small.
You see? The struggle is real.
They've got like serrated beaks, them things.
Oh.
It's not right.
No. Oh.
Quite a lot smaller though. Once you take all the feathers off and eat it in the head.
They're just all show, these geese.
They are. They're all bluster.
Yeah. They're like, what them things called? With the rainbow tails? Peacocks.
Unicorns? Oh, peacocks. I was like, I have no idea.
You can't eat a unicorn. That's just cruel.
No, you get in trouble. That's the national animal of Scotland, you know?
What, the unicorn?
Yeah.
Is it not a dragon? No, that's Wales.
No, it's Wales. On that crest, though, you know, you've got the lion on one side and then the unicorn. It's for Scotland.
No. That's bullshit.
No, that's true. You Google it.
No. How can a mythical creature...
You know, I know. Someone should tell them.
Scotland...
They don't even have horses there.
What do I Google? Scottish...
National animal of Scotland.
Unicorn for real.
See?
Wow. It's a pretty unicorn though.
I don't think you get ugly unicorns, do you? Clues in the name. They're like, they've got to.
Well, apparently it
Gotta
was
be
in a
ugly.
book in 400 BC.
Well, that's an old book.
So I'm calling that they're not mythical.
They had unicorns then.
Listen, if you can write a story about a man who walked across water and fed the 5,000 from one loaf of bread and 2 fish, I'm going to say that a unicorn written in a book is real.
I don't think that's the right numbers.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Same meat, different gravy. If you're going to tell me that this dude was born from a virgin through an angel and created the world by himself in one day, or however many days it took.
I'm sure it's a week.
No, but didn't he create people in one day? But he created the world in 7 days.
Yeah, 6 days.
6 days, and he rested on the 7th. Yeah, because he's a man. He needs a break, innit? A woman would have worked 10-day weeks.
What I find really interesting about the creation story is that he made light on like the 4th day. Like, so he made all the rest of it in the dark.
Well, of course, because he's a moron.
Stupid.
Just, you would think.
No wonder some things are so ugly.
Just. Yeah, fair. All right, so the unicorns are real then.
Unicorns are real. How do you feel about a sphinx?
Will be pleased.
That's really old.
The cat?
Yeah, it's like a lion with a person's head, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm here for it. And I think the Egyptians spoke no lies.
Oh, they had all sorts of funny bits of animals on humans, didn't they?
They did. I think they were the pioneers of science and medicine, the Egyptians and the Greeks.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, the Egyptians mainly, they had mummification, they had all sorts of stuff. They had milk baths. I mean, Cleopatra was the most beautiful woman in the world. Just ask Joan Collins. Or is it Jackie Collins? Who played Cleopatra?
I thought it was what's her name? Neither of them.
Okay.
Neither of the Collinses.
It's in that era though.
Yeah. I thought it was what's her name who married. She had loads of husbands. One of them she had twice.
Yeah, Joan Collins, surely.
No, that's not who I mean.
Liza Minnelli.
Oh. No, there was no singing. She only did ones with singing, didn't she?
She did, yeah. Let me Google it. Who played Cleopatra? Hold on.
I'm going to be so annoyed when you tell me, because I can only think of Audrey Hepburn and I know that's the wrong word. He's Richard, also an actor.
Sophia Loren.
Oh yeah,
that's one. There's 5 actresses who've played Cleopatra. Hold tight.
Tell me.
The first one I'm looking at, I don't want to accept this, that it's in French. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Oh, it's Vogue France. Confirm my selection. This chick, what is her name? Oh, Claudette Colbert was the first Cleopatra.
Who now?
Vivian Leigh was the next
one. Vivian Leigh, yeah.
Sophia Loren. Elizabeth
Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor married Richard who?
Burton.
Twice? Burton, not Richard Gere.
No.
Oh, I was thinking of Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of too.
Sophia Loren, though.
I know.
It's probably all a bit racist now, isn't it? Those depictions.
Oh, yeah, probably. But what's not nowadays?
Is she at least an adult Cleopatra?
I don't know, actually. I think she was still a juvenile.
Do you? That's a shame.
Yeah, but that's how they did it in them days. It's like, you know, it's just normal.
Plus, if she was a pharaoh, she's like a god, isn't she? So maybe it doesn't count.
Yeah, it's the Scouts.
They like the Scouts. So I think the Scouts has turned itself around a bit.
Oh, has it? I'm still not allowing my child to be a Scout.
It's a bit gaudy still, isn't it?
Scout, Girl Guides, none of that. Not for me.
Why do they still have separate wands?
Because they are stuck in the Dark Ages.
Did you ever do any of those?
No.
I was a rainbow.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the one when you're 5.
Oh, before you go into like a beaver or something.
Yeah, before a brownie. Yeah,
brownie, that's the word.
You have to wear a tabard.
Oh, I love it.
I got kicked out though.
What? We'll see. Why?
Yeah, I punched somebody.
Okay.
So, on reflection, that was probably correct. She was called Rhiannon, I remember.
Why did you cover? I mean, her name alone is worthy of a punch.
I know,
but
it's annoying.
Why did you punch her?
I think we were having some
Was
sort
she
of petty
Welsh?
argument. No,
Rhiannon.
but
It's a Welsh
presumably
name.
somebody was Welsh somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those like some stupid argument, and like she was like, "I'm gonna slap you," and I was like, "I'm gonna punch you," and she's like, "Go on then." So I did.
So you did. I mean, don't offer me out. If you're not going to be prepared for the consequences, don't offer me out. Doesn't matter how old you are.
I've got a very good follow through.
Absolutely. I don't doubt it. I wouldn't offer you out if I wasn't
Commitment.
expected to bring the
I think
heat.
that's probably the
You're
last time I punched anyone.
But you're stubborn enough that you just do it out of principle.
Yeah.
Like, don't
So
challenge
then I couldn't
me.
go back there, but then I got to do gymnastics.
Oh, so it was a win-win.
It was a win-win.
And now you're super flexible.
Oh, I don't think I did anything in gymnastics. It was just sort of running around like I was 5.
Listen, if you were in America, you would have been trained by some kind of like Russian coach, and you would have been doing the splits from the ceiling at 2.5.
Yeah, I had my false eyelashes on.
There's a cheer school in Essex. Terrifying.
I bet.
The kids that come out of there. Like,
yeah.
The hair, the makeup, the outfits. It is frightening. Oh,
it's a whole world.
It's not for me, that.
I used to make some rock and roll kids outfits, which you would think would be like, I thought when I got approached about it, I thought it was going to be like wholesome swing dancing, but it's not. It's like mad all-in-ones with like power net and stuff. It's crazy.
A what? A power net? What's a power net?
Like, you know, bits so that it looks naked, but it's got fabric.
Children.
Yeah, so it'll be like a whole like a unitard. But all like the décolletage will be like in power net and the like tummy, and then there's just a bit of fabric so you can't see their nipples.
Oh, good.
And then
nipples,
it's got like
where we draw the line.
Nipples are covered. Yeah,
right.
They used to have rules like they had to be like 4 inches at the hips in like the under 10s and stuff.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh
that
yeah.
Sounds very
but they
fun.
would wear like mad slap, like drag queen levels of
It's the bright blue for me. It's the bright blue eyes and then the red lip. Like, why? Out of all of the colour palettes, like, why do you do that? Yeah.
We're going like these 2 primary colours and then we just sort of exclusively use those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a super pink blush.
Yeah. And that like orange
line.
Tide line on the chin.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
What was the most successful present in your house?
The Beyblade Stadium Arena.
I don't know what that means.
Beyblades. Remember Pogs?
I do remember Pogs.
They're like a jizzed up version of Pogs. So they like have you can take them apart.
So Pogs, if anyone is listening and they don't know what Pog is like a little plastic disc.
Yeah, that you used to battle with, right?
Yeah.
So they're like that, but it's like a Japanese anime version. So it comes apart and you can add different bits. You can have a defense one and a fence one. And then it has like a launcher that you pull off. And then you have like a battle arena and they battle each other. They basically just smack into each other whilst they're spinning. And whoever finishes spinning first is the loser.
Excellent. Sounds great.
But you have to scream 3, 2, 1, let it rip every single time you do it. So that was my soundtrack to Christmas Day. So that was really frustrating. And then obviously Kid 2 got them fucking drumsticks. So between
I saw that.
between the battle things and then the drumsticks, it was just a cacophony that not even 2 magnums of Prosecco and tequila could drown out. Like, it was intense.
They're so loud now, aren't they?
Oh, so loud.
My mother-in-law, her hearing aids link up with her Apple Watch, and at several points, so that's just when my 2 kids were there, we were over in her house, it would start flashing, being like, the environment is too loud.
Hostile.
Sorry, there's not really anything I can do about that. So they just like leap off everything.
So what about yours? What was the most popular presents in yours?
He got a guitar.
Yeah, I saw that. That's not smart. Why would you do that?
Because I know he won't have the commitment to learn it.
So you just wasted, you're just burning money. It's fine, okay.
I got it second hand. It was, well, Santa did. So it was a bargain. And for her, the most popular thing, my parents got her a spirograph.
No way. I want a light bright. Have you seen you need to get her a light bright too.
What's a light bright?
What? If you had a spirograph, you know what a light bright is.
I can't think what it is. I'm going to Google.
Listeners, oh my days.
Light.
It's the thing with the little things that you stick in the black box and then you turn it on and it shines through.
Oh, the pegs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the spirograph, how many hours have she been doing and how many pictures do you have?
Thousands.
Yeah.
So
you need to buy those frames.
They got her the Crayola one, which is better for little kids because she's only 4. So it's got the spirograph, but it's sort of chunkier. And then it's got like a thing next to it where you do like spinny paint pictures.
Oh yeah, I've got one of those spinny ones. The paint, so you put the paint on the paper, and then you twist it, and then it spins.
Yeah, this has got like a plunger, so it spins, and so there's 2 of those. So yeah, hours of fun.
Is it contained inside a thing? Because mine wasn't, and it went all up the walls.
It's well designed. I would say I would highly recommend this.
Oh, I might look into that. Cool. You need to get those frames. You know those frames you can get where they open up and you can change the artwork.
I do need to get those. I have meant to get those.
Because obviously now she's going to be producing endless amounts of...
Well, they do all the time anyway. Every day she comes home from school with like 17 pictures.
All right.
So, yeah, that was her favourite. And then we got her like a little pretend hamster in a cage that she really likes. That like
one of those like Pets Alive type things.
Yeah, exactly. Pets Alive. That guy. She loves that, which my nephew just like screamed at.
I'm not surprised. He's not much bigger than it.
He was so excited.
Because this is probably the first Christmas where he really likes something's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. So he's just turned 2, and we were all together, all in my mum and dad's like 3 bedrooms to me. So it was quite full on.
Where did you all sleep?
So the 4 of us were in one room.
And then she had the other room.
And then my mum and dad had their bit, and then my sister and my nephew were in one room. And it was fine. But I've like broken my kids. They're on like the wrong time zone now because they get up so early anyway.
You're up north.
I know, but they start getting up even earlier.
Oh dear Lord!
Like 4:30.
No, that's not. No, Rosie, you have to grow a pair at this point and tell your kids to stay in their lane.
I do. This morning we were home, and so it was like you were absolutely not coming out of your bedroom till 6 o'clock. But when you're all in one room,
it's hard because they're loud and obnoxious anyway. So you're not getting.
And they're right next to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, don't wake your sister up. What? Don't wake your sister up. What are you saying? Don't wake your sister up. I can't hear you. Mummy, you waking your sister up. And my sister's bloody like anxious dog was there, who's lovely, but it's anxious. So him and I say this like my dad doesn't love this dog. He loves this dog very, very much. They're like best friends. But my dad's got this thing that is not allowed on the sofa. So my dad makes this like fortress out of the sofa cushions and other bits of chairs and other things. So like on like Christmas Eve, I'm like, Dad, Santa's going to come. Wouldn't it be nice if like you were able to get into the living room? And he's like, well, the dog can't go on the sofa. I'm like, Dad, there's 3 children in this house. Santa needs to be able to come.
Yeah. Did he not just put a blanket on the sofa?
Oh God! I mean, your logic is not required here.
Okay,
it's not the answer that he's looking for.
Got it.
He does all this mad fortress bullshit with the sofa cushions, and then shuts the door, and then the dog rides there. He's like banging about. So then I wait for my dad to go upstairs and take his hearing aids out, and then I go downstairs and I let the dog out, and then the dog comes and sleeps at the bottom of our beds, and there's 5 of us in the bed. I'm just lying there wondering who's farting.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's what Christmas is about, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's about that uncomfortable kind of madness that you would never put up with at any other time. But yeah, you're gonna have to fix this 4:30.
Yeah, it's insane.
I bet my 9:10 message really landed well, didn't it?
It was ridiculous. I was like, I was ready to come and visit you.
I was shocked because I have 2 kids. One that sleeps in, the girl, because she's my favorite, and then
yeah, same.
the boy he's not 4:30, but he gets up early. Like, but he knows he has to stay in his room until a certain time, so that's fine. But you can hear him. He gets up, he does his shit, and it's always really loud first thing in the morning because my bedroom's by the bathroom, so you can hear everything. And then it's like, then he flushes, but he opens the bathroom door, then flushes the toilet.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if
So you
anyone
can
else's
hear.
kids do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely mine do that.
Okay, fabulous.
I mean, my son doesn't shut the door ever.
Okay, fine. Well, there you go.
So
and then
that's
he
nice.
like washes his hands, and then he stands. You can hear him standing outside our bedroom door for a little while, and then he goes back to bed. And then he actively like bangs into everything on his way to bed. Like he's trying to wake people up.
It's amazing, the thumping.
Oh, mate.
I
They have wooden floors in their bedrooms. I need to put carpet in there.
Yeah, you do.
I just
think, like, mine's a little slipper thing, isn't it? You hear him walking around upstairs like a fucking rhino.
an elephant, yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
He gets off his bed, just leaps off.
Same. Why did we buy our kids' beds that aren't on the floor?
Why have they even got fucking ladders? Nobody uses them.
No one. I haven't seen a ladder being used one time since I bought it. Not once.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't know. Boxing Day, he just like, he came into our room and he's like, "Can I get up now?" And we're like, "Oh, yeah, fine, whatever." And then I looked at the clock and I was like, "Holy shit, it's after 9 a.m. It's like, good for you. He reckons it was his new pajamas.
Oh, well, they're great. I wouldn't be able to sleep until 9 a.m.
The whole time I got out today.
What?
Noon.
Fuck off.
I swear to God, I didn't even know. So the kids aren't here. Yeah.
Oh,
so the kids aren't here.
You're in your magic bit.
So I dropped them at my mum's yesterday, and my godparents were at my mum's, and they live down the road.
Oh yeah, nice.
So I said, "I'll drop you home," because I had the car. So we ended up driving back to theirs, and Mike and my godparents were having a bit of a drink up at my mum's house. So they were like, "Do you want to come in?" And I was like, "Well, I can't drink. This is so annoying." But anyway, we went in for one, and it was like 11:30 when we left. We got into problematic behavior. My godfather has some problematic issues, and my god's brother and sister are like, "You are part of the problem," and it like, and then Mike upset her, and then it was like a whole.
That's like, proper family Christmas right there.
But it was fun. Like everyone left fine, and everyone was like pretty wasted. I was sober. It was very frustrating. And got home, and then I ended up watching something on TV because I can't go to bed as soon as unless I'm wasted. Like I can't go to bed as soon as I get home.
Yeah.
So I watched the show, and it was like gone 1 before we went to bed
in the morning.
And then I woke up. I looked at my clock, and it was noon. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Insane.
Like, it didn't feel like I'd slept that long. Like it was just. I was expecting it to be like 7:30 when I woke up.
That's bonkers.
But like we sat and we were like, "What should we do today?" And it was like, "Well, it was fucking 2:00."
Yeah, not much.
Like, there's nothing to do.
Did you see your mum over Christmas?
I saw her yesterday, and then.
But before that, you didn't spend extended periods of time with her.
No, don't be silly. She wouldn't still be alive.
Well, I was wondering how common this. On several points during what I had a very lovely Christmas, but at several points I did think, I wonder if I have a personality disorder.
No, your mum is doing that to you. Don't even. No, that's not you. That is your mum. I can categorically promise you. As much as this woman is lovely and she is a fantastic bad bitch, she is annoying as fuck.
Isn't it?
Annoying as fuck.
And sometimes you're like, is it me? Does anyone else have these thoughts?
No, it's not. I've had some. Yeah, it's not for me.
I had like my dad is like, he's so stubborn, which is a bit of a theme in my family.
I'm shocked.
Though I did have one day where we looked after them, mine and him, when my sister went to work, and I was like, God, 3 is too fucking many.
It's too many. You're outnumbered.
You are.
Yeah, you're outnumbered. You can't do it. It's too much.
I think if you're going to have that, you need to have instilled the ability to one of them to cross the road safely, don't you?
You can't.
Or to stop.
Oh, mate. It's a lot.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Particularly in the fucking sideways rain.
Yeah, because you can't be looking in all directions.
You can't. And like, I mean, the nephew is solid, but my little one was getting blown away. She had a coat on. She's like a bloody sail.
Oh, I love it so much. Oh. We haven't said anything to say hello to anyone.
Oh, let's say hello.
Only 45 minutes later, but sure.
Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives, though. This will be coming to you on the first day of the new year. Is that right?
Yeah, if I could get my
Are
act
you going to
together
get it
sooner,
published
but
on the
probably
first?
not.
This is going to be coming to you in the new year.
Yeah, New Year.
We hope
Let's
you've had a
stick with that.
lovely Christmas if you've been celebrating. What are we going to talk about in terms of Housewives? There's loads of
don't
stuff
know.
happened.
I
We
don't
haven't
know, but
spoken about so many things in so long.
I know, we just spent the last 45 minutes just talking shit about Christmas.
Well, it's good.
So thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, if you're still in, we better
still,
make this bit really
you're still
interesting.
listening. So this week, I don't understand the schedule at Bravo. So we had Miami, but no Beverly Hills.
And
we did
no Salt Lake.
No Salt Lake. And we had Girls Trip today, but no Southern Charm. You don't watch Southern Charm, but anyway. I can understand not having the other ones because they were on the bank holidays.
We've had no Potomac, or have we?
No Potomac either. No, because Christmas, it was Sunday, Christmas Eve, so no.
Right, yeah, no, that makes sense. Fine.
But yeah, it just annoyed me. Like, why give me some and not others? I'm assuming it's because some of like the finales or like reunions and stuff. So
we're going to get the last episode, aren't we, of Salt Lake?
How is it the last episode of Salt Lake already?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just an exciting episode.
No, it's the finale.
Is it?
Yeah. But I don't feel like they've been on long enough.
No, they've been on no time.
Does that mean we get Jersey soon?
Oh, God. Have you seen that Teresa and Louis and the girls went to the Bahamas to spend Christmas with Juicy Joe?
Oh, I love that.
I'm scared of that.
I love that so much. I think Juicy Joe is just kicking back and realizing that if he just stays quiet and stays humble, he'll get Teresa back eventually. I think he's letting Louis hang himself.
He will. yeah. Give Louis enough for it to hang himself.
1000%.
I mean, I can see that in the movie, that they do end up together.
I think they're soulmates.
I can see them doing a kind of Helena Bonham Carter,
Tim Burton.
Yeah, and they live next door.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think they
fucked around as well, didn't he?
Yeah. He had too many people telling him he was a genius.
I mean, he is pretty genius, though, isn't he?
He's really honed in on one thing that he does really well, hasn't he?
He does, yeah, he does. He does
like,
that look very well, yeah.
He's not stretching any muscles.
No, he doesn't even cast new actors. He's like, yo, Johnny, you want to do another
I'll have my ex-wife and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp's looking more and more like he's already in the fucking makeup.
Leave Johnny alone.
Edward Scissorhands, look. Oh no, that's just your face.
That's just your face.
That was one of the excellent moments of my Christmas, of my mum going, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I was like, "Nothing's wrong." And she's like, "Well, you look so sad and upset." I was like, "This is just my face." And she went, "Oh dear."
I know she did, and I love that so much.
So then my sister spent the whole week going, "What's wrong with your face?"
I say that to my kids all the time, but for different reasons. I love that so much. Oh dear, that would have killed me. I would have been on the floor. So what we thinking about Johnny J? That's his name now. That's all we can call him. Giving Alexis Bellino the ring.
So he didn't give her that ring. That's a paid promotion.
I know, but let's just go with.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fine.
Let's just go with he gave her the ring.
I think it's perfect. I could think they could be like a weird Aryan Christian terrifying union. I'd believe that they would be in. Yeah, do you not think they'd be in like a Like
A
one of those
cult.
mad cults, yeah.
Yeah, 1000%. I think they're already in a mad cult. Why are we
He's got a
calling him
boat, I think
Johnny
that.
J?
Oh God, so that he can pretend he's not. Well, at least Johnny J, I can say I'm never sure if it's Jen
Yeah,
Johnson.
I don't know how to say it. Yeah.
So maybe Johnny J is good.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's like leaning into his like gangster vibes.
I just don't. I think he sounds like a penis. Johnny
Johnny
J.
J.
Like a condom factory or
Yeah,
something.
it does. It does sound like a condom factory.
It just doesn't sound very gangster or attractive to me. It feels like, you know, remember Earthworm Jim?
I do remember.
I'm getting Earthworm Jim vibes from Johnny J.
Yeah.
I don't know
Have
why.
you ever met anyone called Johnny who you thought, oh, that's a responsible human being?
No, not one time.
Yeah. I just think you're called John then, aren't you?
Yeah. You graduate from Johnny to John.
Yeah. Like
when you
Johnny's
grow up.
Yeah, he's the sort of person who set himself on fire.
I'm pretty sure half of the cast of Jackass are called Johnny. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, completely.
There you go.
She's not gonna put up with that apartment though.
Why? I don't think
because it's basically a fucking boat shed, isn't it?
Yeah, but she's not living the high life since she's
Is she
broke
not?
up with Doody. What's his face?
Oh, whatever, Mr. Jesus Jugs.
Jim Bellino.
Johnny and Jim.
Oh, there
She's
we
got
go.
a type.
She does. She likes condoms.
She likes a condom name.
She does.
She's pretty much hit all the boxes there. I don't think there's any other options, is there?
It'll come to me.
I don't know anyone called Durex.
No, ribbed for her pleasure.
Hi, hello. My name's Christopher Ribbed.
Hyphen for her pleasure. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what else? What's happening? I don't really know. I can't remember anything that's happening. It's been.
Yes, we
watched
can.
shows
Right,
today.
Focus. So there was Beverly Hills.
No, there wasn't Beverly Hills.
No, but we haven't spoken about Beverly Hills in so long, and I would like to talk about Sutton snogging her driver.
Okay.
What is wrong with Sutton?
I don't know, but who would want to make out with Sutton? More to the point, what is wrong with the driver?
Yeah, do you think
he doesn't ooze sexual? Like, if a driver had said to me, yeah, if like the driver had been like, yeah, I leaned over for a kiss from Denise Richards or Erica, or they give me sex, like they sell it, like I could smell it off them.
I just think
Sutton's not giving me that.
No, I think I just think there was money.
I mean,
I mean,
she's very pretty.
Yeah. She's very pretty, but like
woman,
in a very kind of innocent, southern, reserved way.
Yeah, there's no sexual energy.
Yeah, like when they went for Taco Tuesday and had to stand outside and she was in a sundress and everyone took the piss out of her. I thought she looked great.
Yeah.
Like inappropriate for the event, but lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. And her date was hilarious.
Oh my God, with the man who was obsessed with his mother.
I really liked him. I thought he was so earnest and so like hilarious. I just obviously not boyfriend material, but like there was just something very endearing about him. I just thought he was so cute. And I laughed out loud a lot.
I just at several points thought, I bet his mother's dead and he's kept her.
Oh yeah, it's definitely Norman Bates.
It's not right. But yeah, and like the fact that she was like, it was just a Happy Days makeout session. I was like, what a current reference.
That took me a minute. Because I was like, well, happy, and I was like, is that the Fonz? Is that where we're going?
Fonz.
Like that took me a good second. It's like if someone referenced the Golden Girls, like, what are you doing?
I don't know. I think the Golden Girls is a bit more ubiquitous.
Yeah, fair.
I don't. Yeah, presumably that, like, I guess Happy Days had like all those rules, and people weren't allowed to be in bed together, and you had to keep one foot on the floor and all of that, so you couldn't kiss properly. And like there used to be telly rules, modesty telly rules,
Right.
that said like you weren't allowed to depict people in bed together. So you'd see like married couples in like single beds next to each other,
Oh,
and that if people were like getting it on, one of you had to keep one foot on the floor.
really?
Yeah. So that's where you get a lot of like him leaning over her in a slightly
Oh,
stilted way.
yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I learned something new today.
Yeah, there you go. Every day's a school day.
Absolutely.
What do you think about Denise being what's happening with Denise?
I
What's she
don't
doing?
know.
What's the game?
The game is she's making money on OnlyFans and wants to come back to prove that she's not the poor one in the group.
She must be selling a lot though of those £7 bundles.
To make 20 million or whatever how much she
Yeah,
claims she makes.
it's a lot.
2 million a
Usually
month
that's
or something she reckons she makes.
really 2
Yeah.
million. Yeah, that sounds like a push.
I don't know. You should see some of these OnlyFans stars make. I'm half tempted to do it, you know. No one wants to see my ass doing OnlyFans, but maybe there's like a niche for a mum bod, stretch mark ridden.
People, there's a market for everything.
Yeah.
I know someone who sells their pants.
Used.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It just sort of makes me think, why don't we all do that? She gets like £40 a pop.
For a pair of knickers.
Yeah.
It's a great return on investment because they're only like
It
a
is,
pound
and
in
then
Primark.
they're not posh knickers at all.
Yeah, they're just like black plain cotton panties.
Well, people ask. There's people want white. People are weird.
White.
Yeah. Like
See,
the
I would have
innocence
thought
thing.
that the black would have been better because then you can get like remnants of like juices.
No.
Do you know what I mean? You can see it.
Maybe it's a blue light thing.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Maybe. I don't know why
Who
I care
knows?
this much to think about it.
But yeah, it's like all the people who want you to post them that your shit in a box.
What?
Yeah, there's a word for that.
Okay, I'm here. Everyone can do their thing. Everyone is entitled to their kinks. But I'm just curious as to why.
Yeah, me too.
What is it? Is it the smell, the texture? Like, what do you do with it?
I'm scared they eat it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's not
Like, because
gonna make them...
it being a sexual turn on is actually like the least gross, isn't it? Then of the things you can think of.
Oh, 1000%. Yeah.
Like, I'd rather you like wanked over someone's shit than ate it. Remember when this was just a chat about Christmas?
Yeah, I do. Housewives take things deep. I need to text. Hold on. I need to text for a beverage. 1 second. This is too much. I need some more tequila.
So Denise she's like really gunning for Erica, but then her daughter's on OnlyFans and she's like really upset that it's being brought up.
Yeah.
Because Erica's supposed to have like been incredibly vulgar towards them. I don't understand it. It's so stupid.
I just think it's hilarious that she seems to think
that we aren't gonna know.
I don't know what her problem is.
No, I really don't.
She's come in with some weird vendetta about things that didn't really happen. Unless, again, of course, we're being stupid and naive that we didn't see.
Happen.
We didn't see everything.
I think we've got some real parallels with Kelly Ben-Simone, don't you?
Oh my God, Kelly Ben-Simone is fucking batshit crazy. What is wrong with her?
Something is wrong with her.
Now she's writing letters to herself.
She's definitely writing letters to herself.
They didn't come from no man. She saw it on Girls Trip season 1 when Louis was leaving notes for Teresa.
Yeah, you're right.
And thought, this is what I'm going to do. But it's not the same. It doesn't hit different because we fully believe that Louis wrote those letters because he's a bunny boiling weirdo. Oh.
Well, we don't know about Kelly's man that it's complicated who she might be getting married to today.
What? No, but none of the other ladies
really
know.
Married.
Yeah, everyone knows. And then everyone in confessionals were like, we have no idea.
Never fucking heard this.
Yep.
I just swung between like she's so crazy and she looks so amazing. Like continuously.
Her boobs bother me.
The boobs are terrible, but the rest of her is so toned.
I know, it's insane. She looks incredible. I
So
might
she
have to
went up
start dipping my face in
bronze.
ice, you know.
Yeah, the ice face.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what makes it, if that's what you look like.
Oh, everybody, squirting your face with ice water. This is what with rice water. This is what the youth are doing.
Rice water, as in water
Yeah.
you've used to cook rice or something else?
Yeah, I think water that you've just soaked rice in.
So it's all starchy.
I think it's starch, yeah. And then they're like, look, I look young. And then I'm like, I think you just are young. The Koreans do it, and they know how to do the skincare, don't they?
Yeah, but yeah, because they all look flawless. All
They
of them.
all look like 21.
I know. It's really upsetting, actually.
But I think they do also get loads of plastic surgery.
So.
Yeah, it's huge in Korea.
Oh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe the ice water. I worry I'm just going to end up with an even redder nose.
Yeah, I feel like it would make my skin even more blotchy. But it might not. It might just be like...
Might be one of those things, yeah.
Ooh.
Like everyone has the people are obsessed with those cold plunges.
Those what?
Cold plunges, you know, when you like jump into a cold bath.
Oh, yeah, but doesn't that kill some people?
Well, you got to die somehow.
Well, I mean, I'd rather there's a million
Does
other
it?
ways
Does
I'd
it kill
rather go.
people?
No, but isn't there people who have like heart attacks and shit because their body like their stuff happens when
yeah,
they hit the cold
probably.
water. I feel like that's like messing with things.
It's meant to be really good for your physical and mental health because you get out of it and you think, thank God I didn't die in that cold water.
Well, there we go. You're thankful. I don't think it's good for your mental health. I just think you're thankful.
You're out.
I mean, I could just walk across the M25 during rush hour and be thankful when I got to the other side. Doesn't mean it's going to be good for my mental health, does it?
No, I think the chances of you not getting to the other side are they're significantly higher than not getting out of the bath.
I don't know. I don't
People
like the
have
cold.
these though baths that like that they are made to make water really cold,
Yeah,
like a
my
freezer.
mum has a cold shower every day.
It's meant to be really good for you.
So she has her normal shower and then she turns off all the hot water and then she stands in the shower for like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Not for me, that.
I'm sure it's good for you. We're at that time of year, you're getting all those like bullshit diet adverts. Have a
Eat
wellness
less,
app.
move 4. That's all. You got to eat less and move
Just
more.
fuck off. Like it's winter. No one gives a shit. Like
Yeah.
we don't all have to be getting smaller all the time.
Absolutely. And where is my beverage?
So what about the toenail?
Oh, I was screaming to the point where my husband ran into the other room. He's like, "Are you okay?" And
No,
I was like,
I'm
"No,
not.
I'm really not." And I couldn't pause it because I knew I still have to watch it again. I didn't know how to like get it off my TV because if I tried to fast forward it, I couldn't see the frame by frame. So it only fast forwards by like time. So regardless if I tried to fast forward it, then I'd go too far. And then if I tried to rewind it, I just end up back at the start. It was a lot. It was to take it. She was so brave. Like that was some bad.
People misuse the word brave, but I think this is the appropriate context.
Mate, I've never known a woman to handle anything as listen. And he took his sweet ass time pulling it off. Like, what were you doing? Just rip the damn thing off.
Yeah.
And she's on sand. It's gonna get an infection.
Yeah, the
just
sand.
Like
and be like, I cannot move from here. You have to get me a bin bag.
What? And then these pictures are like, she's only doing it for attention. I'm sorry, what? Have you never ripped a fingernail off too far down?
Oh.
And it leaves that bit of the nail bed exposed. That is the most painful experience of your life.
Oh, it's so gross.
And she had a whole toenail.
Have you never lost a toenail?
I've never lost a toenail. No, that's not something that people do. That don't say it like I'm the weird one. That's not normal.
I work with ballet dancers, don't I?
Yeah, exactly. But you didn't lose a toenail.
No, but I did lose a thumbnail as a kid. It was terrifying. Terrifying.
How did it take to grow back?
Oh, months.
Oh.
And for ages, nothing. Like, I just thought, fuck, that's it. I haven't got one.
Did you have to cover it up? Like, how did that work? What was the process?
No, I mean, it was the 90s. No one cared.
Right, okay, fair. Fair.
It was on Holy Island.
Where's that?
Like in the northeast.
Newcastle?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like off there, just off there, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, got my thumb stuck between some rocks.
And a hard place?
Yeah, I mean, it was entirely my own fault. I stuck it in there. On reflection, that was an error.
Yeah, I mean, it came out though, didn't it?
Oh, God, I can remember the noise.
Oh, the noise! Yeah, I have to say, that was something else. But can we also talk about how fucking incredible Ramona looks?
In a James Bond swimwear?
Yeah. That bitch is nearly 70.
It's obscene.
It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not right merch.
Everything about Girls Trip season 4 is not right.
It's not right.
Everything.
I love it when they go to the neon party and they're like, "Where is everyone?" And she's like, "No, this is it." And they're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah. She didn't invite anyone else. She just wanted to rave with the girls. Kristen is the breakout star on this one. I'm sorry, I said it. I love her so much. Her confessionals are brilliant. She's given me lost toenails. I just Hold on.
Did you like a little cameo from Harry Dubin?
No, I didn't. He makes my vagina close. Like, I just
like a clown shot.
Even Sonia was pissed.
Yeah.
She wasn't happy about that, was she?
She wasn't.
No. Oh.
I couldn't believe we had like multiple butterfly analogies. Because Ramona told a story about a butterfly and how we're all butterflies and the butterfly has to push itself out and we get stronger through our challenge in the chrysalis or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then in Miami, there was a caterpillar butterfly metaphor, wasn't there? Oh, the perfume? Didn't we have a butterfly metaphor?
Yeah, Lisa was wearing
Lisa's having her rebirth.
What, rebirth where she still has to be reminded that if you love someone, you have to check in on them.
Oh, don't.
She hasn't got a clue what it is to be in a loving relationship, does she? Because she wouldn't have got that with Lenny.
Watching her made me feel less like I have a personality disorder.
You have to set a reminder and then you tell them?
And then you tell them. Like, I had to remind myself. Like, I have people I set reminders to check in on.
Fine. But you don't tell them.
No, don't tell them. That makes it loads worse.
Just...
Not you, if you're listening. Definitely not you.
But it's not even that, though. I don't even think that's a bad thing. I just think that's actually been a good friend because your life is so busy and you don't want to miss the opportunity.
You just don't tell them. But it's that weird, like, codependency. Yeah, I mean, she's so... Between her and Larsa, I was like, what a bunch of cunts.
To be fair, though, in the scenes between Larsa and everyone else, or Larsa and Lisa, when they're talking about Lisa, Larsa is the voice of reason, which is worrying.
Super, it's really low
it's
bar,
not right.
Isn't it?
It's not
right.
Thanks, Bob. Appreciate you.
Set a reminder.
Oh God, that's strong. She's trying to get me drunk.
It's just pure tequila.
Huh? No, it's fine. I'll drink it.
And also everyone, there's a scavenger hunt in Miami. There's a scavenger hunt in Girls Trip.
Yeah.
It's a lot of scavenger
I like it. It's a scavenger hunt, the new soundbar.
It's the new soundbar. That's
I
better.
like it now. I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
I don't need to see it again.
Yeah.
There's going to
That's
be one in
right.
Salt Lake, though, isn't there? That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah, of
And
course there
probably
is.
one in Potomac.
Yeah.
Are we still on the trip with Ashley? Because if we are, there's going to be a scavenger hunt. Because that bitch can't organise trips.
God, she can't.
Chicken shit bingo. What is that?
I have heard of that.
Yeah, there's some white people shit. Like, why are you bringing a bunch of black women?
I think that is country.
Yeah,
Like,
to chicken shit bingo.
yeah, that's like dice. That's like you're bored and you're gonna gamble regardless, isn't it?
It's not for me, that.
I don't. I would like Robin to stop being on the show.
You said that too. You said that last season.
Because for years of saying we need more Juan, we need more Juan. Now we're seeing him and he's so horrible.
Oh. What do
That
you think
phone
about him
call.
switching on her like that? Have we discussed this already? Is this something we've already talked about?
I don't think so.
So what do you think about him switching on her?
Him shouting at her.
Yeah.
I think he does it all the fucking time. I think he's a nightmare. He did it when they were in Mexico, didn't he? Just had like fucking started mouthing off.
Is it any part of you? Don't come at me, listeners. Any part of you think that it's not that big of a deal? Because that's who he is, and that's how they've always been with each other. Like, I think she speaks to him exactly the same way as he speaks to her. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I don't know if it's that big of a deal.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. I just think it's sad. I think...
But we think it's sad. She doesn't see a problem with it.
I know, but that's sad in and of itself. Like, I think realistically in my relationship, I'm the shouty one.
Oh, 1000% same.
And I can fully understand the idea of being like, you're moaning at me about the same thing again, and I've told you what the solution is.
Yeah.
And the solution is, if you don't like these people, don't hang out with them.
Yeah, but I would 1000% speak to my husband that way. But I would feel some kind of way if he ever spoke to me the same way. Any time that we have an argument and I say stuff and not necessarily what I say, it's just how I say it. If he ever spoke to me the way that I spoke to him, we would be divorced. But why is that acceptable?
It is different because there's a different... Realistically, our voice is our weapon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, there's a very limited amount of like impact I can physically have on my husband.
Yeah, true.
So maybe it's that.
I don't know. But do you not feel the same way? Like, why? I was thinking about this when it was coming up, and I was like, who am I to sit there and say it's disgusting the way you've spoken to her, blah blah blah, when I guarantee you each and every one of the women on Housewives in general in life have spoken to their partner with the same tone and the same viciousness behind it. Like, because what he does it wasn't necessarily bad.
Because he does it all the time, and I think he does it to other people. That's like his only way of operating. Is either you're frozen out or he's shouting.
Right, fine. There's no
reasonable. And also, like, him being like, well, fuck off, stop talking to them. Like, don't fucking do this. Like if I was Robin, I'd have turned around and gone, well, like, one of us has to have a fucking job, and it's certainly not you at the moment.
Well, yeah, fair.
So shut the fuck up.
There was a clapback that was definitely deserved in that one. Yes.
Like, if you're going to be a bitch about how I make a living when you currently don't make a living, feel free to leave.
Ooh.
Especially because she's doing his fucking busy work, isn't she? Why is she sorting out his insurance when he's unemployed?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do the fucking admin.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders if he can read.
I don't think he can.
Like, it genuinely.
I've seen some throwback pictures of them two together, though, from like their early 20s and their like high school days. And when I say they look like an R&B video's wet dream.
Are they wearing outfits entirely made out of denim patches?
Pretty much. And like, when I say they were so gorgeous, it's not even funny. Like, their sex tape would make millions.
Yeah, if she was awake.
Ooh. What's his name? Our health secretary.
Matt
I heard
Hancock.
about him. No. Not him.
Then-
He left ages ago.
I don't know. He was the one who got caught snogging his mistress.
Yeah, but the other one's been joking about how he puts Rohypnol in his wife's drinks at night.
Oh dear.
Yes.
That's not right.
No, that is not right. See, guys, would you buy an It's Not Right hoodie? Would you buy an It's Not Right mug? Should we do some merch?
I had Rohypnol once in the hospital. It was great.
Oh, it's fantastic if it's not because someone wants to rape you.
Yeah. I mean, I was having a colonoscopy, so you know.
Oh, I made my bum hurt. Yeah. Anyway, what else is happening?
What else is happening?
So much, but I don't remember any of it.
Well, in Miami, it's like everybody trying to tell Lisa, deciding that they need to tell Lisa that she needs to like fucking be better.
Yeah.
Which they are right about. She needs to shut the fuck up about Lenny because it's boring.
Yeah.
And she needs to learn to manage money. And
Yeah.
she's so defensive about the fact that she doesn't need to learn to manage money, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Her turning up in the black Honda was everything, though.
But then she thought she was getting stopped because she was driving a shit car. Like, people do drive around in those cars all the time. Nobody stops you, for fuck's sake. What a prick. And then, like, Alexia being like, well, if Todd really liked her, he'd buy her a car. Like, oh, you're not helping. You're not the answer to this solution. But even Alexia thinks she should learn to manage money. Alexia, who's like, well, yeah, just find a different man to buy you a car.
Buy you another gay man who's going to pay your bills and doesn't want to have sex with you. It's perfect. Todd
is getting scarier.
His conversation that he was having with her in his office about the house
in
and stuff.
Office. Also, like, those men that he'd just paid to stand in his office and like pretend that they were doing business. Like, there's no chairs. Nobody's got a shirt that fits them. This is not business.
No. Also, as well, can we talk about how the fact that he's willing to spend $500,000 a year on rent, but not a mortgage? At any point, how is that smart?
Well, he obviously cannot get a mortgage. That must be the answer to that, right?
Yeah. So, but you have to have a certain level of credit to be able to afford to get rent for that much.
Maybe. What do we know about Todd? Where is Todd from?
He's a gringo. Am I allowed to say that? They said that on the show, so I'm just repeating it.
I think we can say that. I can say that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, half of me can. He's a gringo, and he does commercial real estate. So he'll buy and sell and rent commercial buildings, which is a lot of money if you're doing it on a large scale. Do you know what I mean? Like if you have developers
sounds like, I think he just sounds like he's ready to flee at any moment. Like, he doesn't work in that office, they don't own that apartment, like it's all, and the fact that he's just completely chill about the fact that they've got like 23 days to find and move.
That's because his bags are always packed, like you said.
Yeah.
He's
got a go bag.
He has a go bag, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just think the way he was speaking to her, like she was a child. Like...
Yeah. And like she'd brought him in. Like, I just felt in another scenario where the cameras hadn't been there, she just gets called in and she like has to like suck him off in front of those people.
I did get that vibe. I got
like,
that vibe.
It's
or
just
he
so
watches
creepy.
while she sucks off someone else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's so...
Yeah. There was something very uncomfortable about that. Like, she doesn't know where the money is, does she?
She doesn't know shit.
She hasn't got a clue.
I think, but that's learnt behaviour, isn't it? Like, she asked once and it was terrible.
Yeah. Like,
what about Dr. Nicole's dad?
Oh,
he had 2 extra kids she didn't know about.
I know, but it's hard now that he's dead. We can't say anything bad.
I disagree. Did he impregnate that woman before he popped it?
Oh, I don't know, actually. The 22-year-old Isis. Yeah.
Is she called Isis?
Yeah, that's a really popular name.
No, I know. It's the goddess of the rainbow.
That could mean the opposite of what
I know
actually
the irony is so terrible. But like, is it? I don't know if it's Greek or Roman, but Isis was a goddess of the rainbow before
I'm
it meant
sorry, Isis.
I
They
know
have
it's
sullied your
terrible.
name. I am
Oh.
sorry, honey. I don't know. I don't know.
I imagine pregnancy is terrible if you have sciatica. What a
Well,
nightmare.
maybe that's why she has sciatica, because I had that SPD.
DVT?
No, that's deep vein thrombosis. Deep vein
What are
thrombosis.
we talking about?
When my hips and my legs basically stopped working because I was so fucking pregnant and huge. Like I couldn't walk upstairs. Like I couldn't walk upstairs. Like my like hips wouldn't open up wide enough, and the pain was insane.
Oh
And it
my
happens to
God,
quite a
that
lot of
sounds
women during
awful.
pregnancy. Yeah, my sciatic nerve freaked out. Like it was, but I had to have like physio and stuff during pregnancy. Like it was nuts. Like I couldn't
Oh.
open my legs wide enough. Like going to the toilet was really hard because I couldn't open my legs wide enough to wipe myself. Like it was, yeah, it was a
How
whole
do you
thing.
give birth?
Oh, that was easy. Once I'm on my back, my legs go anywhere.
Lovely.
Yeah. Like, because it's your hips, it's not your pelvis. It's your hips that won't.
Okay.
No,
I don't think it's okay.
Yeah, well, it's not right.
That's not right. So you think $50,000 is too much to spend on rent? How much do you think is appropriate to spend on groceries?
Oh, 10 grand, obviously. I mean, if you're spending that much on rent, then you can have a 10 grand fridge. Lisa's Instacart bill makes complete sense.
It's mad, isn't it? Like I can't wrap my head around the concept of not having my own money.
Food. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Like the fact that she can only spend his money because she doesn't have any. But she gets paid to do this. Like she probably earns more than we do, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%, but not enough to pay for a 10 grand a week Instacart fucking.
No, but enough to pay for actual like Larsa said she spends what $500 a week or a month or whatever she says.
On food.
Yeah.
What is Lisa buying? Lisa doesn't eat. Larsa looks like that bitch eats.
Is that Julia? On food? You're so skinny.
Yes. Julia is giving this season. She
failed on the delivery of the Lisa message, didn't she?
Just a little bit. Why did she bring the kids into it? That is
Why did
fighting
you leave your kids in danger? Sorry, what? That wasn't the. Everyone's like,
that's a lot. You can't do that. Everyone was thinking it, but you don't say it.
It's a very good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Oh.
And the whole time, though, she is. Like, I want to be really sympathetic to her because it's obviously incredibly shit, but she is so annoying.
Oh, yeah. She's
like,
hard-headed.
Why are you taking that kid to like ballet lessons? She can't fucking talk.
No, and then you spend the whole time on the phone
shouting
anyway.
on the phone.
Go outside.
That's how you know that was no actual ballet mistress.
Oh, you can't be putting that shit in the dance studio that I take my kids to.
Nah, should have had your hair off.
Absolutely not. With the cane, would have been slapped on the bar.
I mean, she's clattering around in there in shoes. No.
That's another thing. You're ruining the floor. Like, what are you doing? Oh. And Adriana's been really nice, though, isn't she? She's been so, like, empathetic and...
Yeah, because her divorce is the worst thing that's ever happened to her.
Yeah. And the only thing to really, like, of note.
Yeah. I felt bad when Larsa was talking about how she'd sort of wanted things to be civil and for still to be involved with family. And I thought, is that really naive? And then I thought, no, everyone wants that. But does it
together for like 20 years? That's a long fucking time to then just lose a whole section of family.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not right. I don't think I'd feel some type of way if like my brother-in-law or my sister-in-law or like any of them did, because like my nieces and nephews are still my nieces and nephews at the end of the day. Like I still want to have a relationship with them.
It's hard though, because then his family are gonna want to do what he says he needs them to do, right?
Yeah, but have they though? Or do they also as well? The
I
other
don't
side of
know.
it is it did they just never like her, and now
Yeah,
they're like,
exactly.
great,
It was
now
just
we
like
don't
that's
have to talk to her. There is
that's
that.
really shit if you live in someone's house. But for sure, she's like, well, I live in my brother's house.
That's it. I'm not in your house, bitch.
They must have liked each other enough because it's not like he couldn't afford to rent an apartment
For yeah,
for
fair.
the sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to Nicole's dad. He had like
Okay.
a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old. How
At like
old was that?
80? How old was he?
He can't be 80, but I think he was just like 60. He just looked terrible. But still, who? What is he telling these women?
He's not rich, is he?
No. And he's not tall.
No. He's not got a great body.
He's just got some patter.
Yeah, but enough to give you have a baby? Really?
Like multiple babies.
When you know he's not going to stay faithful as well.
Of
Like,
course not.
yeah, I don't know.
It's a massive win for those kids to find out Dr. Nicole's their sister. Cha-ching!
She will look after them, won't she? Especially now he's dead.
Yeah, I think she'll feel like she has to.
Yeah, because she's going to be like, I don't want these kids to go through what my mum went through when he went to jail. I can't do that. Like, I have to be there. Like, a couple of 100,000 is nothing to her and Anthony, is it? So, like, just
Exactly.
bugging them all 50 grand or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to end up paying for all of them.
Yeah, I would just give them a lump sum and be like, this is it. This is all you get. Don't ask me for anything else.
Good theory.
The mum and dad or whatever. The mum and dad, because dad said the mum. The mum can decide what she wants to do with it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I thought it was interesting in Girls Trip when they were all like romantically reminiscing about their ex-husbands.
What was
So that
Sonia
was
talking
weird.
about?
Oh God, what the fuck is Sonia ever talking about? If she has to say more than 12 words, it's just lies. It's just and like incoherent
Yeah, it's not logical,
chaos.
is it? Yeah.
It's like a stream of consciousness.
I can't believe Dorinda got married in a living room.
Yeah.
And they went to a diner after.
It's crazy.
That blew my mind. It's the best way to do it, I think.
Probably. It's
Yeah.
mad to do that when they were like already rich though. But I think that's a real rich American thing, isn't it? Like, don't make a fuss.
Yeah. They just had a really nice party later.
I can remember watching a documentary about when Jackie and the president got married. John Kennedy got married.
Yeah.
And like all of her friends were like, there's just no need to, like, don't worry about it. It's like, there's no need to dress up. Don't make a fuss.
Yeah.
And all of his family were like in fucking ball gowns and like done up to the nines. And everyone was like, it's so gauche.
Yeah.
It's just Jackie marrying some Irishman. So I think it's that thing, isn't it? Like, you just know you don't need to bother.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it was great. I loved all of it. And we didn't hear everyone's story, did we? Because Luann fell off the chair.
I love a Luann falling over montage.
She hasn't fallen in bushes for a long time. And then what was it when they said Sonia was like, I've not fallen over in 4 years. Okay, maybe 3 years. All right, 2. But they did the montage of all the different years that she'd fallen over. I fucking loved it. It was brilliant. Like we said before, it's the historic footage that they have that they can back up stuff with. It's just priceless. You don't get that with anyone else.
I think it's really telling, isn't it, that like so many of those women just like marriage happened to them. And that's why they're sort of like really bitter about it, because I think all the agency was taken out of it and then they were left by their husbands as well. Yeah. I mean, like in Dorinda's case, like it wasn't his choice either, was it? He didn't decide to die.
No.
But like Kelly, who like just woke up and he was like forcing a diamond up her hand. Whereas like Ramona and Mario, what's his name?
Mario, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Like, that wasn't like a mega old-fashioned, now you own me.
No,
And she's not really bitter about it.
no, she's not. But she's never been bitter about Mario.
No, because I think it was both of their terms
Yeah,
the
I think
whole way through. I think they were partners.
they were genuinely in love.
And I think they were genuinely partners. She
Hmm.
wasn't expected to be subservient to him. He wasn't expected to do this, this, and this for her. Whereas with Dorinda and Kelly
Yeah,
and Kirsten now and Luann with the Count and Sonia with Mr. Morgan, that was the game.
yeah,
I say jump, you say how high.
yeah. Sonia's marriage is just so bizarre to me.
So bizarre. And
Like
so
he's old as well. Like he's 90 now.
yeah, yeah.
So like he was in his 60s, 70s when they got married.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. Oh.
I just think it's just the same as Nicole's dad, isn't it? Like, why would you, what is in you that makes you want to father children at that age?
I don't know, because I am tired now. Like if I didn't have kids by now, like I don't think I could. I'm old and tired. Like I just
Imagine starting all that shit again now.
oh my god. No, I can't.
And just how behind all the shit I would be. Like I don't fucking know what Minecraft is. Imagine what it's gonna be like when I'm 60. Oh, you should
Yeah.
have heard my mum trying to talk to my kids about Pokemon.
Oh goodness me.
And
I need to pee. Don't make me laugh.
I'm
Because
no
I'm gonna wet
better.
myself.
I'm
Don't
no
go.
It's just like, so is this Squirtle the same sort of turtle as the other Pikachus? Like, and my kids are just looking at her like, what? What are you saying? They're not called Pikachus, they're called Pokemon. Oh, it's just brilliant. I'm like, I know I sound like this. This is what I sound like at work going, tell me about the rice water. Did you know that Lisa has ADHD?
It makes sense.
There's something, isn't there?
1000% there's something there. I think it makes a lot of sense.
And that's why she's on a... But Lenny's trying to say that she shouldn't be on drugs. Because he's such a stable personality type.
Oh, I don't think he abuses the painkillers in his office at all.
He looks like he's on fucking steroids, doesn't he?
Oh, something. Oh, yeah. Weird guy. He did Kim Zolciak's boob job after she had the twins.
Oh, right, okay.
I remember an episode of Don't Be Tardy when they drove to Miami, or they flew to Miami.
Yeah, flu, hopefully.
To get her, she had a hernia, so they had to do hernia surgery. So while they were doing the hernia surgery, she had a tummy tuck and her boobs done. And she went to Lenny to do it. And then Croy drove her the 24 hours back to Atlanta in the car.
Twins?
I don't know. Her nannies?
Oh dear. It's not all right.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I remember that.
He just looks like he's got such like meat cleavers for hands.
Doesn't look very delicate, does he?
He doesn't look like he's good at
really
fine
good.
work. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
He's like the best boob guy.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, so bizarre. So bizarre.
We haven't spoken about Salt Lake in weeks. Should we talk about Salt Lake?
What is there to talk about?
They're in Bermuda.
Yep.
And shit, what's her name? What's the new girl's name?
Monica.
Monica's mum has like pulled a fast one on her and so she can't see her family.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true?
Well, the mum claims not on Twitter.
I sort of think I believe her.
The mum or Monica?
think I might believe the mum.
I just think that it would have been at the point where production would have done all the recce's, production would have done all the stuff, production would have done everything, and then for them to just pull out, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
So, you just go and have a row.
Yeah. Or production would have stepped in and been like, we need to film this. Like, we've spent 20 grand on setting this up. Like, we need to do something.
Yeah. We've
Like,
gone and got releases and everything.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems a bit bizarre.
I also think Heather is being really weird. She's doing a bit of a Sonia, isn't she? Of being like she was all, oh yeah, I'm gonna like fuck Coach Shaw's friend in like the first couple of seasons. But now she's like, I'm a prude.
Yeah. Don't talk about my daughter's sex life. No
Don't
one
talk
was
about
talking
my
about
sex
your
life. Don't
daughter's
talk about
sex life.
sex.
Yeah. And then Whitney's like, you weaponized, what was it?
My vagina! All right, Whitney, I think you might have had enough. And she's like, how dare you? You're my sexuality. Oh, my nipple's out.
And they met on a boudoir photo shoot, and then they found out they were cousins. So what was Heather a photographer?
Well, yeah, that's what she said she was doing.
Okay.
I mean, Heather's canny. She's fucking hustle.
Okay.
Also, there's enough of a business in Salt Lake where everyone's supposed to be sewn into their fucking winter underwear that you can set up a business as a boudoir photographer.
On the down low.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably not one of them low-key businesswomen now.
Like she says, it's a prayer circle.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Bible study. And everyone takes their clothes off. To be fair, that's how I envision Bible study going.
But also, Whitney was like, she weaponized this against me. I'm like, but you did also release the photos for us to see.
Yeah.
Like, there were shots of those photos.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is super private and you're absolutely betrayed, but look.
And this is the same woman who got her husband fired because they did a sex thing on TV.
Yeah.
So
anyone who's had those photos, though, does want to show you.
Yeah, fair.
Because they know all the tricks, those photographers, and everyone does look amazing.
Yeah.
But I can remember being on a TV show once and someone showing me hers and me being like, we don't really know each other, but yeah, great tits. Well done.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rosie.
Hi, you have nice boobs. Oh.
Yeah. And Meredith sort of lost it, hasn't she, with the lies and the rumors.
Do we think Meredith has something to do with these DMs?
Yes.
Right. Why doesn't Meredith understand that she had something to do with these DMs?
Because she took a Xanax before she sent them and she can't remember. I
reckon Seth gives her Rohypnol.
Yeah, maybe.
It's the only way he gets his dick in her mouth is when she's like passed out.
Do you think he should be giving her something to try and bring her back up to speed, though?
No, I reckon that's why she's so slow. She's used to Rohypnol abuse.
She's just like always, she's like never quite at 100%. She's always a bit slow.
It's all that ketamine she takes.
Yeah. I think when they told Adriana to down the ketamine dosage because she thought she'd seen an alligator.
Yeah. That alligator situation was not okay.
It's not right.
It's not right. It's the name of the episode, by the way. It's not right. What else? There's nothing else that I have to talk about.
We should talk about Kyle.
What about Kyle? I think we need to leave Kyle alone at this point.
Okay, fine.
Just because I don't know what she's just doing her thing. I don't like the fact that she does like to be in everybody else's business and scream, be honest, be honest, be honest. And she is not being honest.
She's just not practicing what she
annoys
preaches
me.
there.
But at the same time, like, why can't she lose loads of weight, stop drinking alcohol, fuck a chick, and leave her husband? Like, I don't understand why the world's mad at it.
I think she can do those things, but you can't act like that's not a surprise after 20 years of marriage. Like, if we do that, people will mention it.
No. Fair. Fair. Yeah.
I liked that there was no. Was there no Anne Marie in the latest episode, or was there?
She was on holiday.
Thank God.
I don't like her.
I don't like her, and I also don't like people who give unsolicited medical advice. When they're a nurse. No shade to nurses.
Oh, I was gonna say.
But like, don't be pretending you're a doctor.
No, and I also like the way that Sutton clapped back though. That was good. Like, she wasn't having any of it, and I thoroughly enjoyed that.
I liked how they were all really proud of Sutton for keeping her shop open. That was genuinely lovely.
It is, but it is hard to do that. Like, because she's high end, right? It's not like she's just got normal people coming into her shop.
No, I would like to see how much profit she's actually making.
None, probably. She's probably just paying the bills. There's no profit. She's not making money from it.
Do you think she's keeping that horse and paying for his apartment?
Not with the shop money. That's with her.
I like to call it an apartment. Right, cool. Yeah, you're not mad. Fair enough.
I love Sutton so much. She's a top tier housewife.
She is. She's a great housewife.
Top tier housewife.
You have to be unaware of yourself to be a good housewife.
Do you think that's what it makes? That's what it is.
I think that's a good part. That's a good, in the cocktail of a good group, there has to be a level. You have to have one who's at least who's really unaware.
All right.
That's why people love Jessel.
Yeah. She hasn't got a fucking clue, has she?
Not a clue. Like, it's not malicious, but she's got no clue.
Yeah.
And the same as Sutton, like, it's not malicious, but she's got no idea. How do you feel about all these extra friends in Beverly Hills now that we're going around to Crystal's house and she's got friends and we're going around?
Mine is 14. Like, she's got, like, there's she's friends, but there's 14 of them like missing.
That's true. There is the original 14.
I like it because aside from the pathological liar and the snowflake mentality, yeah, I said it, back off. Crystal, I really like Crystal. I think that she brings a perspective and a kind of vibrance to the cast that they don't have. And
okay, I'm not sure I agree with that.
I do. I think there's something about her that's like refreshing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because she's so open with her lying. I don't know. Like, maybe it's just she's so like oblivious to the fact that she's being filmed and we can prove stuff. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I like it. There's something about her I really like, and I like seeing all these new people. However, Bill Burr's wife, she needs a fucking diamond. Why have we got this Anne Marie chick? If we needed the token black woman, why don't we have her? Because she just threw Dorit clean under the bus. Like,
she just said.
Didn't even question it. I didn't even know
who said how you were a dickhead in Vegas. She just said it right now, like a minute ago. She said it was really funny.
Then she told me to ask you. And here we are.
Don't be mad at me.
I just had now we've got to that conversation, I just had the thought thing about the Garcelle attack, Dorit.
Garcelle being like, I'm not here to educate you.
So yeah. So I think housewives in general use the word attack all the time.
Oh, willy-nilly.
Yeah, and I think it's unnecessary. And I think flashing back to when Erica said at one of the reunions, and she said to Andy, if any of the Atlanta women say it, or any of the Potomac women say it, or any other franchise say these type of words, it doesn't mean anything. But the moment you say it in Beverly Hills, it becomes a thing.
Mm.
Not that I'm using that as an excuse of what they said, but I just think it's very obvious, like, how sensitive they all are and ridiculous they all can be. But when Erica explained why using the word attack is problematic against a Black woman, I was like, Erica might be the only person in Housewives franchises, Black, white, Cuban, Asian, red, yellow, pink, whatever, that's actually managed to convey.
Yeah, she's put a sentence together that we can all understand.
And it landed. Like, everyone took a step back and was like, oh, okay. But I don't think that Garcelle had the right to say that to Dorit. I don't think it was okay. I think she was doing it because she was tired of Dorit talking shit. And I think she just did it to get a reaction. And I thought that was bad.
It is bad, but Dorit is, like, hyper annoying. I think this might be the last of Dorit.
Especially after you've seen the tweets and the Instagrams that she was posting before the show aired.
I know why.
I'm happy living in my bubble, and all that, like, basically alluding to this privilege and racism conversation, but being completely tone deaf. Yeah.
Oh dear.
I don't know if she did it on purpose. And then she posted a picture with a Black girl as well.
Like, I did see that. Like, here's my Black friend.
Like, that's a very
so telling
Ramona.
As well. And like that, like, really awkward thing when she was going to Sutton's shop party, and she was like, "Oh, I prepared myself for people. Like, I'm fine. I'm fine now if I've had these things." But I think you're just fine in a group of white people.
Yeah, and then as soon as absolutely.
And you were freaked out at Garcelle's event.
I don't know. It just didn't sit well. I just didn't think it was that. I think, yes, using the term attack when you're speaking about a Black woman, or angry when you speak about a Black woman, anything like that, is problematic. It's a microaggression. You shouldn't do it. But I think in that context, Garcelle was trying to do something that wasn't there.
I think Garcelle is sick of Dorit, though, isn't she? Because, like, Dorit was like, when they had the whole thing about I'm not ready, she was like, I'm not ready to, like, trust you talking about my kids. And she was like, it was a year ago.
Yeah.
It was like, hold on, I thought you still fucking got PTSD because you left your door open and you got burgled.
You left your door open.
Like, we all have to be super sensitive about that. And I'm asking you to not be a dickhead to my 15-year-old. And I'm supposed to be over it now. So I think that's fair. I think Dorit, and like the last episode, she was all like, I'm like, Kyle isn't my best friend anymore.
I know. I feel bad for her. That's not nice to have that happen.
It's not nice, but you can't just turn up at someone's house and then sort of slightly berate them about it. It's not going to help.
No, it's not. But Dorit doesn't understand social cues or etiquette. She's socially inept is the word I'm looking for.
I mean, who isn't?
I'm not. I say the right thing every fucking time. I never make a faux pas.
I like the way Kyle and Dorit had like tried to have a little bond over like being Jewish. Like, oh yeah, like it's Shabbat. Yeah, and I'm like, this is a lot of charcuterie. This is a lot of pork product for you good Jews.
Washed down with a prawn cocktail. Like, come on.
I mean, I'm saying this is someone who's, fully celebrated Christmas as an atheist. So, each to their own.
All right. On that note, should we wrap up?
Yeah, I think so.
So, cheers to a great 2023, guys. We appreciate all your listens, all your comments, all your interactions on socials. Don't forget, if you're not already, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok. We have an email address in our bios. You can send us an email, have a conversation, chat to us.
Yeah, what do you want our New Year's resolutions to be for 2024? Oh, God. People might have suggestions for it. You know what my real life one is?
What?
You know how sad this is? Okay. I've got to get this fucking kitchen thing sorted out.
No, I'm here. I have also a recycling one to buy. So we can do that together. Let's have a day where we go for lunch and we buy a beer. Let's do it. Yeah. Maybe we'll actually do it then if we put put a date in where we have something else.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I've been to business in here. It's been bad.
So much recycling.
I know. It's just on the floor of my kitchen. The bag
Completely
on
blocking the back door. Yeah.
Yeah. No bin. The fuck.
And
Yeah.
on that note,
Good night. God bless.
see you all soon.
Why did I say God bless? I don't give a fuck.
Good night. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Suck your mum. No, I'm joking. Bye, guys.